Okay, so good evening, everyone. We are live in this masterclass, and we'll be waiting for a few minutes for others to join because, uh, as per the data, around 24 people have confirmed that they'd be joining. Now, see the show up ratio. We know that the show up ratio is normally lesser than what people promise, but whoever it is, even if there is one person, I definitely am going to continue and do it for everyone. And yeah, we are still 3+1. Yeah, welcome Taiba as well. So this is going to be, yeah,
Hello.
hi Taiba. Hello, hello. Good to see you. So this is going to be one of its class, master class. Why I'm saying this? Because I have also undergone multiple AI trainings, but when I saw this is, in the simplest possible form, I thought I should learn it and then I should be conveying and teaching this to my community, my coaches. So that is what the purpose is. Okay, so how have you all been doing till now? Good, very nice. Okay.
All
I was
well.
personally very excited for the class, to be honest.
Yeah, even I'm excited because see, I don't want to
Actually,
just, pass time. I know everybody's time is precious, and I want to give that, time a value, a worth, so that even next time you find more value and you love to come back on my other master classes. So a lot of things are connected.
I cancelled my live session today. Like my community session starts at 8. So I cancelled it because I thought this is worth doing. I mean, okay, I will shift it tomorrow.
Thank you so much. That is what, I mean to do that. I want to make it so worth that you feel like, yes, it was worth coming here. Good. So I'll not waste time. See, it's already 3 minutes from 7:30. And if you allow, I can wait for another 1 minute, but not more than that. Because I really value and appreciate the timings which you people are giving. So if people are not interested, doesn't matter. We'll continue doing it. Right? Okay. So tell me before, because we all know each other better, there is nobody who is, from an unknown community or something. So what you have in your mind when you saw that I'm going to do this masterclass for content creation, what did you think about it? I just wanted to know your perception of coming into this masterclass.
Okay. Yeah, for me, if I can answer, so what because I also use the AI, especially ChatGPT, a lot in
Yeah,
creating content. We all use,
yeah.
but when I saw that you are getting the masterclass, I completely understood that it is going to be simplified. So first of all, the most important thing is that because see, this AI world is very vast, right? So
Yeah,
even a right prompt, if a correct prompt would lead us to a exact content that we are looking for.
yeah.
So what I was more interested is that to learn the right way of writing the prompts so
Yeah.
that we can generate the right content and faster.
Glad. Exactly. This is the motive. Anybody else? Yes, Michelle or Taiba wants to.
No, what Shivam says is right. What you have to, I mean, I was really excited. In fact, I discussed with you in the morning also. I kept pushing everything back to attend this class in the evening is because there's so much we know and we have read and seen and to an extent even used AI.
Yeah.
But there are also these small little nuances, the small little things probably that we do not know, or we do
Yeah.
not know how to use it or not using it correctly.
Correct.
Like Shivam said, the right questions, the right this to ask before, so that you get the right kind of content. Uh, so so far, whenever if I have to use ChatGPT, it will always be to refine a sentence or to find some kind of. It's not so much for content as.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I told you. I mean, I was also interested in the AI that had about audio, video, photographs.
Yeah.
I've been seeing some ads coming recently where you can use AI to redo your photograph. You just put your photograph and say, change to business attire, and it gives you a business attire, or change to beach attire and you get that.
Correct.
So
Correct.
it's a fascinating tool to know and use. So I said, take care, let's
Correct.
looking.
Correct. Yeah, so I'll make it clear. I'm not going to talk about any image video. We are just focused on content because that is what is, going to add to our business. As simple as that, right? So my training is specifically, focused towards creating content. And welcome Mevish, welcome Rahul as well. We'll be starting immediately. Because time is precious for everyone, right? So let's jump in. Jump in with a simple presentation, which I always create, but I'll be skipping the elementary things which you people know. I'll be directly jumping on the content part. So the subject, mastering AI and let your words soar with the help of a digital parrot. So I have given this title to AI, assuming that it is going to be a digital parrot, whatever. What does a parrot do? A parrot imitates, right? Whatever we do. So let our AI tool also do the same thing. That is why I have named it as a digital parrot. So that is in simple, again, the purpose. And again, I'm saying why this is different because content creation, I've seen a lot of people fight and struggle with creating a high quality content, right? So again, it's not your fault because you've not learned it. And that is what I'm going to share today. So leave apart your worries and leave apart the myths about creating a content which is going to be tougher and everything. There is nothing called tough in this world. Only thing feels tough if you don't know. If you know, everything becomes simple, right? So this has to be easier, and that is what I'm going to tell you, that by end of this training, you will be able to understand how you're going to use ChatGPT to write a good content. Or again, I'll not be jumping on the conclusion that you're going to write a good content. The purpose is to use AI in such a way that you get the best output. So that is the entire concept, right? Okay, so let's not get into this. You need to be obviously attentive for this session. So please be there. And by end of this training, I'll tell you how I'm using ChatGPT, which earlier I was not doing it. I was very much happy with whatever things I was doing, but I learned it because if this is the need of the time, if I don't use it, I'll be lagging somewhere. So we should be knowing the exact tools and technologies, the updated one, to maximize our productivity, I would say. And again, there is a race always going on. So we have to compete in the race. We cannot lag behind. Correct. So let's get going. I'll not go to all this because these are all things which you people know about me. So I'll start right from here. Yes. What are we going to cover? And mind it, by end of the training, I'm going to exactly show you by doing things right here. I'll show you what I'm doing. I'll show you how you can do that as well. It's not going to be only a theory part where I'll be talking about the theoretical aspect of it. I'll be showing you exactly what I'm doing, how you can do it. Make sense? Right? Okay. So what we are going to cover is, I'll definitely be needing your yeses and, thumbs up and everything so that I keep on continuing. I understand that you people are also, enjoying it. Yes. Hi, Venkat. Good to see you as well. Mevish, Rahul. Good, good, good.
Pleasure's mine.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you so much. So I have divided this into 4 simple steps. The number 1 is understanding AI. Where does AI originate from? Why AI is required? Second is how to start working with ChatGPT. There are multiple AI tools. I'm going to talk about the ChatGPT here. I'll be showing the examples working on ChatGPT. Third is what is a prompt? What is the framework of writing a good prompt and getting a good output? That I'm going to talk about. And again, how you're going to work and refine the responses. Correct? This is what I have learned, and this is what I'm going to talk about in different simple, subsets of every step. Is it okay? Making sense? Yeah. Thank you so much. Why AI? Anybody can answer why AI? Then I'll take it up. So I want to make it interactive. This is my way of teaching and doing master classes. I always ask my audience, even if there are 50 people, I do ask these questions. Let's say somebody come out of the answers. Yes, Taiba, you want to speak?
AI, because AI is the need of the hour, and businesses especially need AI because mundane tasks which we need to do again and again, the repetitive tasks, we can train AI so that it start acting for us like an assistant.
Mhm.
And it does not become the main creator. We are always the main creator, but it becomes like a supportive system for us.
Sure. But again, there are a lot of myths I could think in my mind out of your answer. Right? Yes, Shubham.
Yeah, if I would say that AI is nothing but in my opinion, it's a better way of expressing myself. And second thing is that it saves a lot of our time, because see, when we start writing something, then obviously when we think from our expressing our views, it might take a lot of time. And in today's world, I think time is money. So when we're able to save time and express ourselves in a better way, I think the AI comes in picture.
Okay. Again, there is a myth behind it, which I can see is wrong, which I'll be covering. I'm not saying anything wrong or right about you, but you'll be able to know the purpose of AI. And as we normally think about this thing, as you said, we're going to save time. We're going to, teach AI something which will going to make our lives easier. There is little contradiction in this. You'll come to know what I mean by this, and that will give you clarity what AI is and why AI is required. So I got it, and I truly appreciate your answers, because I know even I was thinking the same way before learning this concept. So let's understand why AI. See, understand the purpose. The purpose of AI is research and creation. Here we are focused on writing. But before this, although this is my first slide, but I want to tell you, when this industrial civilization came into existence, what happened? Previously, people used to do everything manually, right? Even farming or any smaller factories, they had manual laborers doing all those things. So what happened after the industrial revolution? People started making machines to do tasks faster, better, and all those things, right? So what did we do? We brought machines to make our life simpler and easier. So the doing part, mind it, the doing part became easier, and it was automated by the help of machines, right? Whatever we were doing earlier by our manual strength, even it is farming, whether it was a bull or we people used to do harvesting and everything. Now when other equipments came into existence, it happened that we started saving time because the doing was automated through machines. Making sense? But what about the thinking? Thinking was not automated before AI. So AI came into existence to automate our thinking process, mind it, which is not easy. That is the origin of AI. People thought, like, since we have already automated the machine work, the physical work through machines, why can't we? Because human mind, the thinking process is so complicated. How can we get it done through a machine? So this concept of AI originated, and that is how now we are using it. Making sense? The definition is clear. The need of AI is clear. Good. Nice. Now, as I said, thinking automation became possible with the help of AI. Now you must have heard about AI is going to snatch human potential, or going to replace humans or something. It's not like that. It's not a threat but an opportunity. Now I'm going to tell you how it is an opportunity. People take it in a different perspective, but the fact is something different, right? So till now it's clear. Okay, the flow is very simple. For every machine, you need to give some input. There is a processing and there is output. We have learned long back when the computer came into existence, the input devices, the processor unit, the output devices. It was long back when I was in my class 6 or 7. I had the interaction of a basic computer with a basic language, right? And I used to program on that thing and used to understand what is called an input and all those things. Similarly here, AI is, and we are talking in the context of content writing, so I'll be talking about text. So what does input means? Input is our research. I'll again explain it in detail. Process is the writing, and output is again the text in a better format, which we are expecting from the AI tool, from ChatGPT, right? Simple. Input, processing, and output. Correct? And in this context of creating content, we are doing research, we are writing something, and we're going to get a better output. Then, okay. Any questions till now? Nothing. Okay. So what you need to add from your side is the human elements, which AI cannot do. Mind it. So I've separated this slide purposely. We assume that AI will be able to do anything and everything which we think. Actually, it's not the case. AI will do only that part which it has been trained to do. It cannot add unless and until we talk about the judgment part, the expertise part, the abilities part, and all these things. So this is human elements I'm talking about. Anything which relates to the human has to be added from our side so that AI takes it and then it gives a better output. Is it clear? AI doesn't have any sense. And I'll show you exactly by doing what does it say when I say something like that. Right? Good. So our step 1 is complete. So what I have talked about in step 1, the origin of AI, why AI came into existence. AI came into existence to automate the thinking process. As simple as that. It is an opportunity and it has a simple process. Let's understand that AI cannot add human elements. Yes, Shubham, you're saying something? No, please. You're muted. Please unmute, Shubham. We're not able to hear you.
Sorry, yeah. Like as you said, that its input processes and output, and
Yeah.
which relates to research, writing, and text. So I'm sure
Yeah.
you'll be discussing more about it in later slides, right?
Yes, obviously. I'm going to do that with examples.
Okay.
That is why this masterclass I told you is going to be a bit different. I'm not going to talk about the theory part only. I'll show you
Okay.
how it behaves by giving some kind of an input and what does it process and what as an output it produces. Right? Okay. So this is again the first step of it, which is very clear. Good. Let me go to the step 2. How to start working with AI, and especially here we are talking about ChatGPT because that is the tool which I'll be showing you. There would be multiple AI tools, and there are, but since ChatGPT is the most used, I would say, I don't have the exact data, but most of us are using ChatGPT, so let's talk about it. Number 1, first of all, you should be having an attitude, a better attitude to use ChatGPT. So what it means, you should see ChatGPT as a collaborator. When I say collaborator, what does it mean? Whenever there is a collaboration, both the parties are involved equally. So here, who are the two parties? One is me, we, and the other is ChatGPT, right? So we both are collaborators. If we are collaborators and we have to combine our efforts together equally, mind it, equally. So initially when, Taiba answered or even Shubham answered, you people talked about like to make our lives easier, to save time. Actually, that is not the case. Mind it. That is not the case because the purpose is different. The purpose, AI has not been created to save our time. AI has been created to automate our thinking process. It never says that I'll save your time. Have you ever heard that any AI tool has told you that I'm going to save your time? No tool will talk about it. We have our assumptions, and these are some of the myths which we have to break in this training masterclass. So first of all is the attitude. The attitude should be like AI is a collaborator, ChatGPT is a collaborator where I also have to equally get involved for a particular outcome, right? So both the parties needs to be involved equally. Make sense? Okay. Okay. So this is the first myth which we need to have. Now let's talk about again a 3-step formula when we are talking about how to start working with AI. Number 1 is preparation. Number 2 is interaction. Number 3 is continuation. The words are self-explanatory, but I again give you examples of all the things. What does it mean? What do you mean by preparation when we are going to start working with AI? Let's say ChatGPT here in this case. So preparation means you have to define the output first. What do you want exactly? Right? So when I'm saying I'm preparing for something to get something, I need to first define the output. Mind it. Right? Second is asking the right questions. And the third step is writing your prompt. I'll cover again what is a prompt and how you're going to do that. So this is the first step of working with AI where it says preparation. So how are you prepared? So when you're going to start something, you want something as an output. So define that output first. That is which we don't do normally, right? We start with the input, but again, it's the contrary. Input would be a subject to your output. So first of all, you need to define your output, right? Then you need to ask right questions, and again, writing questions or giving the inputs through prompt, which I'm going to cover. So the first step is clear preparation. You need to be prepared. I'm prepared today with multiple prompts, which I'm going to show you. If I'm not prepared with the inputs, how I'm going to create an output, right? So the preparation comes into play, asking the right questions. I'll explain what I'm going to ask and how this AI is going to respond to me. And then I'll be talking about the prompt. First step is clear, preparation. Now comes interaction. This is your conversation with ChatGPT. Interaction means we are interacting. Let's say, assume that ChatGPT is no a machine, it is a human being, and you are asking the human to do a task. Let's say you have a maid and you say, or give an input saying, okay, go and bring me a glass of water, right? So that maid could go to the kitchen, bring a glass of water. Now, the glass can be a plastic glass, a steel glass, maybe a clay glass, right? It is not clear. Understand the point. Now you are saying water. What kind of a water? Do you want a tap water? Do you want a filtered water? Do you want a warm water? Do you want a different kind of water? I don't know. You're getting a point. What I'm trying to say. Your conversation should be like you are talking to a human being. So the more you give a better direction, the better result you will be getting. Right? So the second point covers it. Give a direction to the conversation. Your direction should be there in your conversation to get the best output. If I just say, go and bring me a tea, what kind of a tea you want? You want a lemon tea? You want a just what do you say? A liquor, or you want a milk to be poured or something? You want how much sugar? You have just also ordered like, I want a tea. So the machine, if the machine is not programmed or not fed with the right input, it will give you a generalized output, I would say. It will make you a tea and it will give you a tea. And you will say, yeah, this is what I did not expect. I was expecting some, better flavored tea, but you didn't tell that machine that I want this flavored tea. So how the machine would understand, right? So this is the point which I want to make, that you should be giving a direction to the conversation. And keep the conversation going till you get the desired outcome. Let's say you understood. You told your maid to bring a glass of water, and the maid has gone to the kitchen and brought a glass of water which is warm, and you want a cold water. Let's say, for example. So unless and until you tell till the time you get, let's say now you said cold water, right? Now cold water again has a variety, a temperature range. Even till freezing point, it is called cold. It could be 0 degrees, it could be 100 degrees, or even 20 degrees or something. If you define the coldness of the temperature, I think that would make a better sense for your maid to bring a good, let's say you say that drinking water, or I want a normal lukewarm water, right? So the more you give better inputs and continuing giver, let's say the maid has brought you a glass of water which was kept in the fridge and the temperature is around 10 degrees, let's say, for example. And when you caught the glass, you found that, okay, this is too cold for me to drink. So what would you say? Come on, go and, add some normal water so that I'll be able to drink it. I'm just giving a big example. But had you been defining it earlier, that I want a simple, maybe drinking water, it should not be so cold or it should not be so warm as well. And if you can give a range, I don't know, the maids would not be knowing the range, but since we are talking to machines, we can give a range that I want this range of temperature which I can consume immediately. So that makes better sense. And you need to keep on continuing giving these instructions till you get your kind of a water to drink. Making sense? Am I able to give you the right picture, right? So this is what interaction means. You are interacting with a machine, but the machine is as good as a human being when it comes to understanding. If you don't give the machine the right kind of an input, it won't give you the right kind of an output, right? Clear? Interaction is clear? Now let's talk about the continuation, which I've already covered a little bit about the challenge the output. Let's say the maid has brought water and you don't like the output. So what you said, no, I don't want this. Go and get another glass of water, which is better for me to drink, or add some warm water to it, kind of. Or if you're talking about tea, you want, two sugar spoons, or you want, less liquor or more liquor. You want it into a porcelain cup, or you want it into a glass cup, or in a mud cup, whatever it is. So the more you refine the words in the input, the more better output you'd be getting. That is called continuation. Keep continuing the process of revising your input to get the best output, right? And then add the human element, which AI cannot do. When I talk about human element, you can say that what do you say in this particular case? You can add the element like, it should not burn my fingers. The temperature should not burn my fingers. That is a human element, right? I should not be feeling, too hot or something like that. I'm just giving an example. So this continuation is like, keep doing the alterations or iterations till the time you get the best out. So these 3 steps are clear: preparation, interaction, and continuation. Anybody has a question till now? All good? Okay, thank you so much. Moving forward. Now, as I said, AI is not replacing humans and would never do. It is augmenting humans to achieve more and more. We, being humans, we have created AI. So AI can never replace human. Yes, some part of the job definitely would be, as I told, when industrial revolution came into existence, the manual labor, got down and machines started doing it. Similarly, few machine things could be done. But again, it is never a threat to the humans. It cannot replace human at any point of time, right? So it is helping us. It is augmenting humans to help do our things better and achieve more. That is the point which you need to understand. Now let's come to the step 3, which is prompt and the framework. So step 1 and step 2 is clear. Okay, good. Let's come to the 3rd step, which is prompt and framework. So what is a prompt? Anybody? We have been talking about prompts. So anybody can define a prompt?
It is the input that you give to the ChatGPT or any AI to give a particular output.
Exactly.
Basically, the query that you put on ChatGPT for what you want for the output, like whatever you're looking for, whatever output you're looking for, the query that you put into ChatGPT.
Sure. So again, basically it is an input. So let's understand the definition. As simple, a prompt is a set of instructions given to ChatGPT as an input. I'm again giving you as simple as this is all which I write on myself. I don't copy paste from anywhere. This is what I understood. So I just put it in a simple sentence that it is a set of instructions which you are giving to ChatGPT as an input. Unless and until you give an input, it won't process your output, right? And the definition which you will be getting on social media and Google would be like this. A prompt is a parameter that is provided to the API, which is the application programming interface, so that it is able to identify the context of the problem to be solved. This is a language which your search engines would giving you. Makes sense. API, again, people who are not from the technical background would not be knowing, but people who are from the technical background, they understand what is API. And that is not our baby. We don't need to talk about it. But this is a language which you'll be coming across. So you should be knowing what is API. Just as an abbreviation, I've mentioned it is application programming interface. Interface is what, programming is what, application is what. But we are not going to get into the coding part of it, right? So the definition of prompt in simple sentences is just an input which we are going to give to ChatGPT, right? Now, so what's the purpose now? Let's understand with this diagram. What is the purpose? Again, I have created these diagrams on my own, depending upon my own understanding. So, there is 2 axes I have drawn, X and Y. On the X axis is topic and the Y axis is quality. And the purpose is we need to have a high quality data output. Normally what happens is in a normal graph, we find a particular point, right? Let's say there are 2 lines intersecting at one point and we get the coordinates of that point, right? if you are charting a bar chart or a bar graph or anything, we are actually focusing on a point result. Here, we don't have a point result, mind it. That is why I have shown here a circle, a oval actually, which is arrowing towards high quality data output, right? Now, there are multiple topics for which AI has been trained. And I'll tell you a good news. Previously, AI tools were not linked, and especially I'm talking about ChatGPT. ChatGPT was not linked with your social media profiles. Now, recently, I read an article, I think 2 or 3 days back, where it says that now ChatGPT can also read your social media profile. It has been linked in such a way internally, which we don't be knowing, but it has been linked. Previously, it was not. Right? So now coming to the graph, the purpose is the more you research, see, the more you go from left hand side to the right hand side, refining the topic, the better you get, better quality response you get, which is the y-axis. So the quality improves based on the input or the topic which you are going to put, the input you are going to give it. Is it clear? The quality of the output is going to be better and better and better by giving more and more and more quality inputs to the topic. And you range it, you get a range. You don't get a point output, mind it. Every output is again having multiple dimensions to it. You need to think, as I said, you need to define your output first so that you come closer to the output which you are looking for. Making sense? I know we have people from IT background. I'm not from IT background, but is it making sense? Shubham, Michelle, these people are from IT background. I know they can challenge anytime, but this is not my subject. AI is not my subject, but I have learned to use in this simple format, and that is what I'm just passing on to you, right? Okay. So is this graph making sense to you? Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Let's move to the next slide. Now let's talk about a framework to write a good prompt, which is one of the critical aspects of using ChatGPT, right? As we said, we need to give inputs. Input is in what form? In this case, we call prompt. Input is a prompt in case of ChatGPT or any AI tool. Prompt we need to write. Now, how are we going to write a good prompt? Let's understand the framework of writing a good prompt. If you are able to write a good prompt, that means if you are able to give a good input, you definitely will be getting a better output, right? So let's understand this. This is named as create, C-R-E-A-T-E. Now I'm going to explain one of these in simple words again. Till now, has it been difficult understanding or it has been simple?
Simple so far.
Thank you so much. Good. Let's understand this. C defines, and C is abbreviated as character. So what do you mean by character? You have to define the role of a ChatGPT. Now, if you remember my first step where I told that use ChatGPT as a collaborator, right? Now there is a person in front of you in form of a machine. You are the other person. Now you are the director of this movie, right? And you need to define the role and character of ChatGPT as an actor. What do you want that ChatGPT to do, right? So define the role of ChatGPT. Getting my point? So you need to be very particular about defining the rule. If you say that, just do it as what? AI would not be able to understand who am I acting as, because there are millions and billions of people talking to ChatGPT for different purposes, right? Now you have your own purpose. So first of all, tell ChatGPT to behave like that, which can solve your purpose. So first thing is character, defining the role of ChatGPT. Simple, right? Okay. Example. You are a super talented content creator for various social media. I'm going to show you this by doing as well. You are super talented content creator for various social media platforms with 20 years of experience writing high quality contents. You understand the smallness of the need of a content in terms of making it highly engaging and captivating with emotions and needs of the audience. Your purpose is to generate more sales, build trust, showcase expertise with the audience. And this prompt I have written, mind it. Right? So this is how you need to define the character of, your ChatGPT, how it is going to perform. If you just say, okay, give me a content or something like that, it will give you a content which will not matching to what you are looking for. So what I have said, that you are a competent, talented, super talented content writer. You have been writing for 20 years, and I know you know every smaller details of those, writing content, right? So you defined it, correct? Easy. Okay, very simple. Now we'll go to the next one, request. The second is C. After that, C, we have R from the create framework. R is the request. Request is, as a collaborator, treat with humility, right? When I say humility, don't, what do you say? Treat it as a human, I would say. Treat it as a human, treat it as a humility. Don't treat it as a servant or something. Give inputs in specific to get the desired output. I'll also give the example of this. When I say humility, that means you need to respect, you need to, give value, so that it also starts understanding those languages and you'll get a better output. I'll give you an example of this as well. So what is this example? Write for me a super engaging and enthusiastic offer post. I'm talking about an offer post. This should be a high performing offer with the best of the opportunities, cash deals, FOMO special prices, one of account special benefits, duration, handholding. The offer should be compelling that people should run to grab it to experience for themselves. Find out how it feels when someone experiences the true handholding, the heart thumping acceleration, and to enjoy the experience of everyone looking to see your success. A big input again here. I'm defining and now I'm requesting. With humility, I'm saying that you need to do this. Role I have already defined. Who's the role I'm defining this? Right? Making sense? Okay, good.
I have a question here, Alok.
Yeah, please go on.
Won't this be too confusing or too complex or big or something for the tool to
For the
actually
tool?
go through it? Yeah, and give you
Not
what
at
you.
all. Not at all. I'll show you. See, the machine language and this AI is so powerful. It can give 5 pages or 5,000 words of input at a time. It will process like you. You need to
So
think
because
about it.
you are giving so many what can I say, options out, or not even options, but requirements, high performance of best opportunities, scarcities, FOMO, special price, one of a kind. So there is a lot.
Yeah, there is a lot. Yes.
So will it not confuse, or will the tool be, I mean,
No, it will not
It's
get
true.
confused. Based on the
Okay.
understanding of the inputs which it is accepting. If it is not accepting, that means it will not process your request. If it is accepting, that means it is understanding your inputs, right? Now, based
Right.
on the
So it,
understanding, it will give you an output,
right. Okay.
right? So don't worry on that
Because
part.
and there are two. I feel that there are two segments in this. One is the offer should be compelling, and that people should run and grab it to experience themselves.
Mhm.
Find out how it feels when some experiences the true hand holding. Is it part
This
of
is
this?
this is an human touch which I'm going to tell that you need to
Okay.
add that element. This is a human element which I've added here,
Okay.
right?
Or the
I said
human element.
to
Oh,
add your human element. Yes,
okay. Understood.
got it. Okay, so don't worry on the processing and the capabilities of ChatGPT. It is too strong than we think. I'll show you. No issues. The third is example. Out of the create framework, C, R, then comes E. E stands for example. So you can add an example for better clarity. Now you have given a set of instructions. If you give an optional input, as in this is an example, right? It will understand better, right? Examples are better to understand for humans as well as for machines. So E stands for example, and you can give a good example for it to understand it better and give a better output. Simple. Examples are better. Now, here is example. Include, let's say, I'm willing to write something, and I'm giving an example like, include a headline like this. How do you feel when you sign up your first paid client for $1,000? So this is an example of a headline which I'm giving to the AI as an input, that if I'll tell next time to write a headline, it will consider this as an input and it will extract the gist of it and it will create a similar kind of a headline for your content which you'll be asking. So this is just an example, right? Include a tone of voice. Now here there is a tone of voice. What is that? Hooray, you are a winner as you have taken the first step. Now this language which you have put in, this is a tone of voice. This is not actually the voice. This is how you are writing in your thing. So you are giving this input that this is my tone of voice. Whenever I'm happy, I write this language. Hooray, you are a winner. So the ChatGPT, this tool will understand that this is your tone of voice. So whenever you celebrate something, it will include this kind of a sentence in the output. Simple or difficult? Yeah, Michelle is little
So
bit
far
tense.
simple.
Michelle, all okay?
Yeah, all okay. Just trying to understand.
Yeah.
Oh, because
No,
you are saying that whenever you ask for tone, so does this get stored somewhere? So and then
Yes.
like an algorithm, whenever you are saying, okay, I increase tone of voice, then it takes this and
True. It is
okay.
stored. I said, no, you have defined the role in the first step, right? So in that role, you are adding more and more inputs. You have defined that role. Now, let's say for again, I give very vague examples. I may be bad at it. Let's say you get your child admission in a school, right? The school will give you certain norms, like these are the timings, these are the bus routes, these are the uniforms, this is where you need to get books, or this is the list of the books. You follow those, right?
Yeah.
And you comply the norms. Here we are doing a similar kind of a thing. We have made a norm and we are telling that these are the examples and you need to follow that. As simple, right?
So it's not just for this one particular document or one particular role that it takes this.
No, this is for one particular role only. We have defined one role. Now, let's say you have said that you missed that, I think. Initially, what did we define?
The first
Yeah.
example.
Yeah, the first example, sorry. This one. Defining the role. Here we told that you are a super talented content creator, right? So all the prompts are related to content creation. So we are giving an example of the type of post or the tone of voice which we will be willing to get as an output from ChatGPT, right?
Okay.
No, I think Michelle wants. What I understand is that I think this is for the particular session. It is not going to be stored somewhere. It is only for the particular session.
So whenever I have
No, I'll show you. No, it's not for a particular session. It's for a particular chat. I'll show you. Don't worry.
Yeah, particular chat. So after 3 days, if I come up with some new content and again I say I want to celebrate my success, it will not go back to this. It will give me something fresh.
No. It will go back to the same chat if you're continuing in the same thing. I'll show you.
No, new chat. It's a new chat. It's a new chat.
For a new chat, it will ask a new set of instructions. But if you are continuing in the same chat, it will consider everything which you have already given to it.
Means if I pull out the old thread from the history, then it will remain the same.
Yeah, it will remain. Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Got it.
Unless and until you create a new chat and define a new role, it will take the older chat as an input, whatever you have defined. Right?
It also remembers the past.
Yeah, it remembers the past. Yes. Correct. We have done.
Yeah.
Now, out of the create framework, next is A. It stands for adjustments. So this is also referred as refinement. As I said, you need to do a little refinement, which can give you a better result. Let's say whatever output you got, you find that this is not what you wanted because you have already defined your output, what you wanted, right? So there should be a little adjustment, which is again, your requirement. If you think that the output is okay, you don't need to do this adjustment or refinement. But if you want that adjustment to be there, you can do certain input changes in the inputs as a refinement. I'll show you that as well as an example. Don't use bullet points. Now you have asked something as an output. Now ChatGPT is not clear which format you want. You want it to tabular format, you want it into a script format, you want it to bullet points, you want it to headings. How do you want as an output? right? So here, what we have said is, don't use bullet points, use subheadings. This is where noodling happens. And there could be multiple things like that. I'm just giving a few examples, right? Because when you are asking a question, let's say there is an examination going on and there is a question in the question paper asking, write an answer to this question. And this question is containing 10 marks. So what normally we do, we write paragraphs. Normally, in normal schools, what we do, we write paragraphs. Now here we are very specific. What do you want? Do you want our answers to be in paragraph? Do you want our answers to be in subheadings? Do you want to use bullet points? Do you want to use something else? So the more you refine it as an adjustment, you will be getting that kind of an output. Sense? Okay. Okay. Going to the next, the type of output. Again, as I was talking about the refinement, this is the type of format which you would be needing for. As I said, define the format of the response. Do you want a chart? Do you want a table? Do you want some pointers? Do you want something other than this? So you need to define the format of the response. Correct? So ChatGPT understands it very well, that where and how, and you can define, the characteristics as well. Like, let's say you want a data in a tabular format where you say that I want a weekly schedule. Let's say, for example, right? The first column should contain the weeks. The second column should contain the content. The third column should contain the idea and something like that. It will give you the answers in that particular format as well, right? So that is how we are going to make our output more, better for us. Okay. Example, deliver your response as a 500-word article with a headline and a conclusion. This is what we are defining. This is the type of the output we want. We want the output in a word article format, which is 500 words. And we want a headline and a conclusion. You can also include, like, the type of output can be article, bullet points, table, and whatever things, right? So the more you define it, the better your outcome would be. Again, the betterment is subject to the output which you think you want. It is again a subject of your choice. ChatGPT is able to do whatever you want, right? Now coming to the next one, which is extras. E stands for extras. Little additions make big differences. It is a way to verify the journey to your answer. Now, how we are going to verify? So you can also ask questions. Let me give an example that will be helpful for you. Number one, ignore anything before this prompt, right? Ask me questions before you answer. Like you gave a prompt, right? And you can add something. Before answering to that, do you need any more data? Do you need anything which you need from me? Ask this type of questions to ChatGPT, and it will say no, it is okay or not okay, or it wants some more information from you or something like that, right? And explain your thinking. You are asking ChatGPT to explain their thinking to give you that kind of an output. What did it think? What did it think before giving this kind of an output? So it will tell you, I got this data from your inputs, and based on that, I am giving you this results. This is so deep. Can you make it out?
Yes, this
Okay.
is actually, now you are going an extra mile to actually get that right output.
Yes, yes. So what are you doing? You're challenging the output, and you are saying that, let me know, how did you come to this conclusion? How did you come to this output? And you can check if some data is missing, or you want to add some more data and all those things. Is it okay? Step 3 was really crucial. How is it? The create a framework of doing a good prompt. Any feedback?
Yeah, in that extra, the last one, the first prompt that you have written,
Yeah.
that is ignore anything before this prompt.
Yeah.
So is it basically that you are actually clearing or anything that is already been given earlier?
Yes,
All the
if you
prompt
want. If you want. If you
Okay.
want,
Okay.
let's say you want a specific output and you don't want the other inputs to be considered. So you say that,
Right,
ignore
yeah.
anything before this prompt. So it will be like a
Okay.
fresh. Right. Normally what
It
we
was
do, we start a chat and in the meantime, we change everything, but we don't change the prompt. So it will consider the older instructions already given.
It is like clearing the cache and all.
Yeah, clearing the cache, you can say yes, definitely. Similar to
Correct.
that. Correct.
Yeah.
And adding to this, as you can ask, as I said, ask questions before you answer. So you can verify how it is answering, how it is coming to that conclusion, and explain your thinking, right? So these were step 3, where we learned about how to write a good prompt and what are the framework required to write a good prompt. The framework is create, which I have already explained. Any questions till now? Okay, good. I'm enjoying it. I hope you all are. Okay. Now, this is step 4. How to work and refine the response to get the best output. As I said, the purpose is to get the best output. There is no single point output when we are working with AI tool. Mind it. Right? So how we are going to refine and get the best output? Number 1, purpose. Again, these are very generic thing I would say, but you need to understand. It's not about doing less work or more work, which I told you. Normally we come with a mindset that we are going to work with ChatGPT. Ek bar we do it and it will give me responses and all. It's not like that. That is why I told you in the beginning, it is not about doing less work or more work. I think it is more work to get the best output. It is about achieving the better output. ChatGPT or any of the AI tools will not talk about saving your time. Mind it. It is our perception saying or understanding that once we get into this tool, it will save our time. It is not the fact. It is about getting into the details of it to get a better output. Nowhere it is a function of time, right? It is about adding human elements to the machine to get the best results. No human elements. If you don't put any human elements, it will give you a machine output. You go and write in ChatGPT, give me something, it will give you something. And that is why I say, whenever people do this kind of content from ChatGPT, I can clearly understand that this person doesn't know to use ChatGPT, because the output is clearly visible to me that this is a machine language. Although it is a machine language, you can refine it to bring it to the natural tonal voice or the style of your working and your writing. That is what is the best output. Nobody should understand that this is a machine language. If I write, you will not be able to understand whether it is me who have written it on my own or it is outcome of ChatGPT.
That I tried initially in my contents. I did a lot of things. Then I said, yeah, your machine is talking something. How do I refine it? How do I put the prompts? I was literally worried. So since I am able to write, most of my contents, I write it myself.
Right.
Then I refine it myself. That thing the AI will do for you now after putting these inputs, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
great.
Now, let's understand that few of the facts which we normally ignore it. AI is not search engine. It's not a keyword game, mind it. People confuse, like, just say Google pe hum dal dete, we get a response, because Google works on crawlers. Google take keywords and it fetches you a result. Maybe there are millions and billions of documents. The best keyword will be, shown, and the crawlers will find those keywords and get the data as an output, right? That is how search engine works. This is not a search engine and this is not a keyword game, mind it. So what it is a journey. Keep refining your request till you achieve the closest of the result you want. Again, there is no definition of the closest. It won't be 100% what you are expecting. It would be near to 100%, which can be 90%, 95%, 99%, but it cannot give you exactly what is in your mind, because this is a machine. And the output are a function of the inputs and the quality inputs which you are giving it to it. Right? So
it is something like fractional distillation.
Yes, you can say that in that term. Yeah. Correct. Every time you have to distill it. Yes. Every time you distill it, you get a better outcome. Every time you distill it, you get a better outcome. Now, the better outcome should be the outcome which you have already defined. Right? It should match that. The moment you see that, okay, now this is okay, which I expected, and then you say that now this is okay and I can use this output for my use, right? So now coming.
Sorry to interrupt, Alok, but so when we use that output, fine, we've done all this. Maybe I'm come too early in this to ask this question. But once you've done all these things and you get the output, you've done your refinement, and but now a good percentage of what you will be of the output that you will be using would be from your AI, from your chat GPT,
Yeah.
right? How does that play out in plagiarism? So would it be considered like in Google, if I'm researching something and if I take and cut and paste it, and even if I refine it, it does sometimes show up as like, copied and plagiarism. So in this, how does it work?
Similar thing. See, I'll tell you, there are people who are doing it. They go to Google, they find some article, they bring that article, they put it into Chat GPT and they refine it to get a better output. Yeah, it is possible and people are doing it. Right.
Okay.
Now,
so
see,
it's not, it does not consider, it's not considered plagiarism if you use from chat.
That means they are not doing, they're asking AI to do the plagiarism.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know what? I don't do this and don't recommend this because I want you to do something to get the best output. Otherwise, it will be like a similar thing which everybody would be doing.
Exactly. True.
So then your USP is gone. And I could make it out that it is maybe you have taken it from a blog, right? Or you have taken it from somebody else's article, and now you have put it in the chat GPT to get something, some alteration, and you are putting it. It could be clearly seen. I would tell you, it would be clearly seen that this is a copy pasted document. I can make it out. I'll tell you, I can make it out if I see this kind of a thing happening. I cannot say we are not supposed to, do this poking to other people, but I can feel that this is an output of, what do you say, a half-hearted work which somebody has done to just create a content on social media, which is not going to take them anywhere. It will not connect to your audience. Unless and until you refine it to that extent that the audience is literally, absorbing it. So that kind of, refinement you need to know. If you have known that kind of a refinement, perfectly fine. Nobody will be able to, make it out that whether you have done it on your own or not.
Well, you don't need chat GPT, no?
Yeah. So that is what it is. Okay. So the next point is AI is a conversation, mind it, back and forth. That's why it is named as Chat GPT. Mind it, it could have been AI GPT, it could have been anything else. Why the name has been given as Chat GPT? Because it talks. You need to chat with it. The more you chat, the better you will be getting the results. That is why even the name suggests Chat GPT, right? And as I said earlier, AI is a collaborator rather than a servant. You need to respect it with humility. You need to give the best of the inputs which you can give so that it understands and give you the best output. Simple. So these are few of the facts. Understand? It's not a search engine. You have to keep on refining your inputs to get the best output. And it is a conversation back and forth. And understand that it is a collaborator, not a servant. Now, the simple working. Again, all these things I have made it in my words, like give feedback and improve the response. If you like something, ask to expand. Let's say it has given you some output and you have liked it. You can ask a question. How did you come to this conclusion? Or how did you get it done? So it will tell you. So it will expand the answers for you. And if you have liked an idea, share with ChatGPT and ask to explore the concept. Let's say you have an idea in your mind and you want to validate it with ChatGPT. You can do that. Let's put your idea into the ChatGPT and ask to give a feedback and say that, see, this is what is coming in my mind. Can you give me a similar output or a similar idea which is currently giving best of the results in coaching industry or maybe in content writing? So this is what I was thinking. Should I write this kind of a content? So chat with GPT, chat with this AI tool. Think as if it is a human being in front of you and you're talking to that. We consider it as a machine and we say that, okay, this is the input, take this input, give me the output. No, not at all. The more you talk, the more you give inputs, the better the results would be there, right? And as I said,
can I?
Yeah, please, Miss. Go on.
Sir, if somebody is creating their content on regular basis using ChatGPT, is it good or bad? Is it beneficial or not?
See, till the time it adds to your flavor, till the time it adds human content, it is okay. Don't use, or anybody who is using ChatGPT just to create a content which is not creating any USP of their own, I don't think people are going to relate to that. People will be able to understand. Now, a lot of people are using, people can make it out. I can make it out, you can make it out, that this is a copy pasted document. So if a person is not serious about his business, his her he or she, whoever it is, and they're just creating content from ChatGPT, that means that person is either not capable of creating a good content or doesn't know to work with AI. In both of the cases, you are what do you say, diminishing your credibility, right? It's better to say I don't know, but even if you are doing something which is your own, people will make it out, right? So your answer is
But we
yeah,
can make the changes
One
also.
question. Hello.
yeah.
You've been going through my contents. Here I'm asking it off this thing. Does it look like my own or does it look like ChatGPT?
No, it's your own content. I can simply say that. Yeah. Let Mavish also, complete a question. Venkat, give me a second. Yes, Mavish,
No,
you are
sir,
in the midst of.
no, sir, I'm done. But
And
I'm just
then,
asking this. I'm done. Thank you.
yeah, you need to learn to use AI tools to create good quality content. You should not be just using to create content. That is the entire purpose, right? Yes, Venkat, you were saying something or done?
No, no, very correct, very correct. It has to be helping you to make your content more quality.
Yes, yes,
So your idea of what you really want to tell the audience should be your story.
true.
If it is ChatGPT story, then it is not a story at all.
Not a story at all. Correct.
Yeah.
That means we can beautify our content using ChatGPT.
Yeah, that is what the purpose is, to get the best output by refining our inputs multiple times, right? So that the output should be in sync with what we want. Now, what we want is we can think of anything and everything, but it should relate to our audience. Number one, it should solve the purpose. The content should solve the purpose. Why do we write contents? We write contents so that our audience engage with it, like it, communicate with us as a result. And if it is not happening, that means they're not using it properly. So that purpose should be kept in mind all the time. Is it okay, Mavish? Okay.
Yes, sir.
If our
Thank you.
content is genuine,
Yeah.
my observation in the last 10 days,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I was
Yeah.
in 1600 followers. Because it is genuine, it is straight away gone to 1700 followers.
Yeah, that's the power of genuinity. Yes. And if you refine it, as I gave you a feedback, if you refine it a little better, I think it
Better.
will again, yeah, it will go beyond
Definitely,
that.
yes. It will go
Yes,
beyond that.
yes,
Definitely. This is wonderful.
correct, correct. So now let's move to the next point, the final countdown. AI is not human. It just mimics human output. And that is what I told you in the beginning, that I want you to understand that you can use ChatGPT as a digital parrot to create your content. Teach the parrot, it will replicate, it will mimic, right? That is what the output is. Add humanity to make it excellent from adequate. Check accuracy of the output and be honest using it. Why I'm saying be honest? Let's say there are people in a bigger organization who are using ChatGPT and they say that this is my own content. Mind it. So I want to mention here it that if you declare that this is a content which I have created with the help of AI, you will be valued better than just saying that this is my own content. People will be able to understand, and people appreciate the fact that you are a liar. So better to you know accept in advance and tell them and declare nothing wrong in it. It's a tool. It's a tool which is allowing us to do that. Then what's wrong in saying that I have used this tool? So that is a point which I wanted to make it out. You do not need to hesitate explaining, but we need to be very close to the content which you're creating for our audience. Don't need to say all the time that I'm creating content if you're a solopreneur or you are an entrepreneur. I'm talking about in case of organizations, if somebody has given you a task and you say that, okay, I'm using it and I have created this kind of a content. If there is a guy who knows it very well, they'll be immediately noticing it and will point it out to you that, okay, I understand this is not what you write unless and until it is very, 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 close to what you are writing. Right. So not a human, it is just mimicking the output, and you need to make it excellent from adequate. And again, as I said, you need to check the accuracy of the output. Whatever output you have in your mind, check how much accurate it is. You cannot just blindly rely on the output of ChatGPT minded. This is again a very critical thing. People take it for granted that whatever output ChatGPT is giving is the best and the correct. You should be verifying it before using it, minded. When it comes to exactly the data and other things, right? That's it. All done. Now I'll be showing you the examples. I don't want to get into the other things of this. I'll be immediately showing you the examples, how I have used it and how I'm going to use it further. So let me show you. So I told you that preparation is required. Remember, I told you preparation in my second step, the 3-step formula: preparation, interaction, and continuation. So I'm prepared. I'm prepared how? I'm prepared with the prompts. I'll show you. I have created a list of prompts. Prompt 1, prompt 2, prompt 3, and see the bigger prompts. Prompt 4, some smaller prompts, some bigger prompts. Prompt 6, prompt 7, prompt 8, prompt 9. I have created, I think, 15 prompts here for the sake of showing examples. 17 prompts. Right now, I'll be using these prompts to show you how ChatGPT is behaving and how it is giving you the output. Are you all ready? Are you all ready? Yes or yes?
Yes, we are ready.
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes, we are excited.
Good. So I'll be showing you. I'll open my ChatGPT account and I'll show you. That is why I said this is going to be a very interesting one, because I'll show you right here, not only the theory part of it, the actual working, how does, where is it got? Okay. Yeah, here it is. So let me go to my account. So this is what I was telling Shubham. Like there are many chats which I have already created, right? So every chat has a different purpose and I am not going to do anything. So I'll be creating a new chat because it is all a new thing which I want to do. Now you see, there are two options, Chat GPT 3.5 and GPT 4. This is a paid version of Chat GPT. Upgraded version of Chat GPT, which comes with a price. We are going to use Chat GPT, which is 3.5, right? Which is a free version. Obviously, the output of GPT-4 is better than Chat GPT 3.5, but still it works better if you know to do it better, right? Making sense? So what you have to do is you have to create a simple account, like on other tools you create, go on this tool. I think the name is openai.com, and you create your account and you will be coming to this homepage, right? Now, yeah, I'll go to the new chat. Yeah, I'm on the new chat page and I'll start putting it the prompts which I've already created. So let me put my first prompt. So my first prompt is, again, here you are a super talented content creator, which I've already shown you. I'll just copy paste. It will save our time. I'm not going to type it again. So this is my first prompt. See the result. What it is saying. Hello, thank you for your kind words. I'm here to help you create compelling and engaging content that resonates with your audience, drive sales, build trust, and showcase your expertise. With my 20 years of experience in content creation, I understand the nonsenses of crafting messages that connect with people on a deep level. Whether you need attention grabbing social media posts, informative blog articles, persuasive product description, or any other type of content, I can tailor my writing to meet your specific needs. I can help you tell your brand story, highlight your unique selling points, blah, blah, blah. Feel free to share more details about the type of content you are looking for, any specific topic you have in mind. I'm here to assist. Now, I've defined the role first. Now it is asking about what kind of a content I'm talking about. ChatGPT doesn't know about it. What content I'm talking about, right? You're getting my point. So now I'll be defining it. Now let me go to the next prompt. Is it okay? This is the first prompt and this is the output. Now we are talking. I'm talking to the ChatGPT with my prompts. Now let me go to the second prompt. And what I'm saying, I'll show you. I'm saying, hey, I know you are capable of creating amazing contents. Depending on the different types of content I would like you to create, I would like to define that for you first and also give you some examples. Does that make sense to you? I'm saying that I want to define some kind of a post which I want as an output, and I want to give you some examples as that. Does that make sense to you? I'm asking ChatGPT. Is it making sense to you? Let's see what it is saying. See, the answer is absolutely. That makes perfect sense. I'm here to assist you with creating various types of content, and your guidance on the specific types and examples you have in mind will help me tailor my response to meet your requirements accurately. Please go ahead and share the types of content you are interested in, along with any specific examples or topics you'd like me to focus on. I'm here to help. You see, the conversation started. I'm talking as if I'm talking to some human being. Am I right? Just through the help of my prompts. Let's go to the next prompt. So now here what I have done is I've already prepared what kind of a post. I've defined some kind of a post. So I'm saying, great, here are the different types of posts for your reference and understanding. Story post, fanboy moments, shout outs, recommendations, feedback and reviews, results, testimonials, affiliate event post, free training, lifestyle, value post. So this is a big input which I'm giving. So Michelle, it's your point now. You might be thinking this is a big post and the ChatGPT will, confuse or something. Let's see what it is doing. I'll copy this prompt and let me paste it here.
From this,
Yes,
what are you expecting from ChatGPT?
I'm expecting to create a good quality post. I'll show you, I'm coming to that point, that how it is helping me to create a nearest of what I'm looking for. That is our purpose. So first of all, I'm training it. So what I have done now, see the response in seconds. I gave this much data to it. Immediately I got an output. So your question, like, don't underestimate the power of ChatGPT. It can process your instructions in milliseconds or microseconds, I would say. So based on the input, now what it is saying, thank you for providing such detailed information about the type of post you are interested in creating. Based on your descriptions, here are some example of content that align with each category you mentioned. Now, this is what it has understood. It is telling me this is what I have understood. It has made a point, right? Now it is saying in the end, it is feel free to provide specific details of any of these categories. So these are broader details. Now it is asking about specific details of each of these categories so that it is saying I can help you craft engaging content tailored to your audience and goals. Can you see? It is also asking me questions. I'm giving inputs. It is understanding the inputs, giving an output and asking me a question as well, right? Let's go to the next prompt. Now, this is again a human element which I have put in between. So what I'm saying, awesome. Would you love to get the examples of these one by one for your best creative output? See what it is saying. Yeah, it's saying certainly. Providing examples one by one will allow me to focus on each category and generate the most creative and tailored content for your specific needs. Please go ahead and let me know which category you'd like to start with. And feel free to provide any additional details or context for that particular type of post. I'm here to help you. So what I'm doing, I'm verifying, number one. And I'm also taking a yes from it that it is understanding. Whatever I have done till now, it has understood it. Now it is asking about specific examples, right? Now let me put some specific examples here. Okay, now see, I've done something very different. Let me show you. What I'm writing here is, before this, I would like you to learn more about different types of posts of Facebook posts we use to create content on our personal Facebook profiles and Facebook groups. Would you appreciate this? See, would you find like I'm not talking to a machine, I'm talking to a human being? Can you make it out? These are not just simple machine inputs which I'm giving. I'm literally talking to.
Absolutely talking to someone who is answering your questions.
Yes, that is what we need to do. So let me ask this, what it is saying. So it is saying, certainly understanding the specific types of Facebook posts you use for your personal Facebook profile and groups will help me create content that aligns seamlessly with your existing strategy. Please go ahead and provide me more details about the types of Facebook posts you typically use, including any unique feature or style you prefer. The more information you share, the better. I can tailor my responses to meet your requirements effectively. Beautiful, right? It is saying you give me the input, I'll understand and I'll give you what you want, right? Let's move to the next thing. Now I have created examples of different types of posts. Here you see a result post, hand raise or validation post, value post, announcement post, question post, offer post. 5-6 kinds of a post I've written here and I'll be posting. I've defined this post. What does it mean? And then I'll be posting here. I'll copy paste. So what I'm saying, lovely, here are they. Now I'm giving the types of post, right? Defining the types of post. I'm not giving the post. I'm defining what type. When I say it is a hand raised post or a validation post, what does it mean and how it is going to understand? Let's understand that. So it is saying, thank you for providing detailed information about the types of Facebook posts you use. Based on your description, I understand the specific purpose and goals of each post type. Here's how I can assist in creating engaging content for these categories. Now it had understood. What do you mean by when I say result post, it will be considering this one. When I say a hand raise post, it will consider this input. When I tell it, write a value post or do something, it will consider this as an input. Announcement post, question post, and offer post. You're getting the responses, right? Now, let me go to the next thing. Now, this is a beautiful thing, which I purposely wanted to show you. Now, what I'm saying is, see here. What I'm saying is, I believe you know my profession as a business coach in detail, as the contents have to be around my specific niche. Do you want more information the same? Now, did you see here, have I defined myself? Not at all, right? Now I'm asking that I believe I'm assuming that it is knowing me as a business coach, but it is not. I've not given any input. Let me see what it is saying. Yeah, beautiful. Now what it is saying, I don't have access to your personal data about individuals unless it has been shared with me in the course of our conversation, right? It has clearly told me, aapne mere ko bataya nahi. You don't tell me who you are. Now, how can you assume? I'm designed to respect user privacy and confidentiality. I'm here to provide information and answer questions to the best of my knowledge and abilities. If you have any concerns about privacy or data security, please let me know and I'll do my best to address them. It has openly and bluntly told me, I don't know about you, right? So I need to tell who am I and what I'm expecting, right? So the next prompt talks about it. Now I'm telling them, who am I? Let me put it here. So I'm saying, okay, got it. Let me tell about myself so that you create personalized contents for me. I'm Alok Kumar. I'm a business coach for coaches. I help coaches to generate high ticket leads on demand through simple organic marketing. This is my office statement. I've just put it here saying that, okay, I got it that you don't know about me. I'm defining myself here. Let it see what it is doing. See, the response is, thank you for sharing more information about your profession, Alok Kumar. As a business coach specializing in helping other coaches generate high ticket leads through simple organic marketing, your expertise lies in empowering your clients with effective strategies and techniques. With this understanding, I can create personalized and tailored content for you that resonates with your audience of coaches. If you have any specific topics or themes in your mind for your content, please feel free to let me know. I'll be more than happy to assist you. Now, it has known me. This is the first time it has known about me. I've defined its role, but I have not defined myself. Making sense till now? How are you feeling it? Are you enjoying?
Journey. Very good journey.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I have done this earlier on my own so that when I show it to you, it should be making sense for you. I've spent a lot of time experimenting on different prompts and getting output so that you understand what it understands, what it does not, right? Okay, now I'll be putting another prompt. Okay, let me put here. Now I'm putting some human elements to it. Again, this is my favorite one. I keep on doing in between. I'm saying, sure, I'm a coach who deeply humanize the approach and the process of learning to make coaching a simple and powerful subject. Would you like to add more human elements like emotions, empathy, judgment, intellect, etc. to the content? Are you ready for it? You can ask any question if you have related to this. Again, I'm asking and adding human elements to my conversation, right? Let it go and see how it is responding. Okay, now it is saying, absolutely, I'm ready to incorporate the human elements such as emotion, sympathy, judgment, and intellect into the content. Understanding the importance of these elements in coaching is crucial for creating engaging and impactful content. If you have specific topics, scenarios, or situation in mind where you'd like these elements to be emphasized, please feel free to share. Additionally, if you have any particular goals or outcome you are aiming for with this content, please let me know. I'm here to help you craft content that truly resonates with your audience and reflects your coaching philosophy. Very simple. It is gelling with my thought process now. Can you see that? How we are conversating with each other, right? Now we are almost at par. Whatever I'm trying to say, ChatGPT is understanding. It is responding in my language now, slowly and steadily. Correct? Okay. Now I'm giving another example. I'm saying, thank you for understanding my needs. Here are a few examples of post. Now I'm giving a post as an input, that this is a post which I write. This is called, let's say, a humble brag post. I've defined it as a humble brag post. Right, I'll show you. So this is a humble brag post which I have written, and I want to give it to ChatGPT as a input so that it understands what I mean by a humble bragging post. Getting my point? So let me put that prompt here. Again, don't worry about the length and breadth. It will immediately process it so fast. Right? So I have given a prompt, which is an example of a, now I'm saying here a few examples of post. This is an example of humble brag post. I've put some text and it is giving me an outcome as an output. See, so this was my language. The thing which I have mentioned as an input, this is my own language. Now ChatGPT has understood my language because of the inputs which I've already given. Now it has given me an output, and this is the output. Warning, you are a no fluff zone. I'll be upfront. I don't sugarcoat things. No hanky panky, no beating around the bush. This is me, raw, real, straight to the point as a business coach for coaches. Now this is a humble brag post which I have given as an input. Let it be. I'll come to the next thing, how we are going to refine that. This is one of the types of the post. I give it to understand that this is an example of one of the posts which I'm doing. Let me do another type of post. Okay, now again, I'm putting it here, something interesting. Hey, just understand the tone, style, and the content. Did you get it? This is what I have mentioned here. Let me see what it is saying. Now I'm verifying whether it has understood my tone, style, and the content or not. So I'm asking it, did you get it? It is saying, yes, I understand the tone, style, and content you're looking for. You have any specific request or there is anything else you'd like me to create or modify? Please feel free to let me know. Right? So while chatting, I'm again verifying whether it has understood my tonality or the type or the style or not. So it is saying, yes, I've understood it. Right? Now let me put another prompt. Now I'm saying another determination post. Let me put it here. So this is a determination post which I'm giving them, giving ChatGPT to understand what I understand, and it will give me an output. Right? So see, the output is not yet defined in that format. How I'm getting the output? I'm getting the output in a text and a paragraph format. Can you see that? Since I have not defined the output types, remember we have talked about create, in which the T stands for the type of output, right? I'm just, as of now, I'm just giving an input and it is giving him an output because it doesn't know what type of output exactly I'm looking for. I'm not defined it. But my purpose as of now is to let it understand what kind of a post I'm doing. So let the output be anything. We'll refine it in some next prompts, right? Let me go to the next one. Again, this is a coaching style post. I hope you people are not getting bored. Is it okay? Okay, because there were a lot of prompts I wanted to show actually. Yes,
No,
Venkat,
not at all.
Yeah,
There
I'm
is a
enjoying
good
it.
idea you're getting about it.
Yeah, thank you so much.
बाकी सब काम साइड में रख के
Okay.
यहीं पे बैठे हुए।
Good, thank you. So now here, I'm talking about a unique coaching style post, which I have already written. Now I've given it as a input and I'm getting an output. Now it is giving output in different formats. You see, there is a headline, there are some emojis, there are some subheadings and everything. It is giving the output in its own way, the best possible way, which it seems, because I have not yet defined it, mind it, right? Now I'll show you in the next prompts how I'm going to refine it as well. See, now I'm saying it. Can you please summarize it in less than 300 words, including subheadings and bullet points? Now, this is the type of output which I want, right? What do you want? I want it in less than 300 words, and I want it to include subheadings and bullet points. So let me put it here and see what is the difference. The same output will be now presented in a different format because I have changed the output style. Can you see the difference now? My input remains the same, but I have changed the output style and I have got a different output because I have asked it to what? To make it in less than 300 words, include subheadings and bullet points. So I have a title, I have introduction, I have some subheadings, and I have some bullet points, right? Making sense? See the difference in the output. Previously it was this. Now this is purposely done in bullet points and subheadings and all those things, right? Let's move to another offer post. This is a big one. I wanted to show it. That is why I've copied it. This is a big offer post which I did some time back. I want you to understand that there is nothing defined. Don't underestimate, as I said, the power of ChatGPT in terms of giving inputs. Now let me give this input. So this is a big post. You see, here is an input for you as an offer post. Now I'm defining my offer post, and this is big in size and shape. Don't worry. Let me see what it is saying. So this is my input. See how big it is. Now, immediately you start getting the output. Right? I have defined my program. What is 2 or 20? It is now giving me in bullet points and subheadings because, mind it, previously what I have mentioned here, I want the output in less than 300 words and bullet points. So this prompt is still valid for my next inputs. Mind it, I have not said to stop doing it. It will take it as an input. Getting my point? So now it will apply to all the further inputs which I'll be giving. So it has made it. Subheadings and bullet points. See? And simple, 300 words, not more. I think this post which I have given as an input is more than 1500 or maybe 3000 words. It has reduced to 300 words with simple points and subheadings. This is the power of ChatGPT. Making sense? Now, let me refine it a little bit on. Now I'm saying, with the given input of offer post, write for me a super engaging and enthusiastic offer post, which I have shown you. Initially, I think we were discussing now with Michelle. The same thing I put in here. Let me give this a refinement prompt. And let's see what it is saying. So what I'm saying, with the given input for offer post, which I've already defined offer post. So now it understands what is an offer post. Write for me a super engaging and enthusiastic offer post. We discussed, Mithil, right? So that, find out how it feels when someone experiences everything. I put it, whatever was there in my mind. Let's see what is the outcome, output. See, it has given an output. It is processing actually. It is not yet completed. Yeah. Unless and until it says, I can't process your request, you keep on going. Don't worry on that. Right. So now it has made it bullet points. Now it has added emojis on its own. It has made it beautiful. Can you see? Emojis are added automatically. Some things are already done bold. Some subheadings are created and everything is so systematic. Right? Now, one more refinement I want to do, which I talked about as an extra element. I think that is the last prompt. Can you refine it with more appeal? To have more emotional appeal, let's say. Can you refine it? Now I'm asking it to refine it with some more emotional appeal. I want to put a human element, which is emotion, right? And I'll give it to this as an input and see the difference. So now see, hey, dreamers and believers, beyond coaching, it's your soul awakening. See the words. Now it has changed. Personalized healing and growth, connection, community, and camaraderie. Right? These are the words which it is using. Your time to shine, exclusive offer awaits, heartfelt price slash, limited seats, gift of time and attention, a promise of growth and redemption. So these are the human elements which is added as when I said that, please add emotional appeal to this particular outcome. It has added. Now I have to judge, this is what I was looking for. If it is okay, I can now copy paste. And if you see, now the best part is, which I want to tell you, out of the entire exercise, now if you go to any of my old posts which I've written on my own without the help of ChatGPT, it will more or less resemble it. Will not be able to make that whether it is me who have done it or it is an outcome of ChatGPT. Because it has understood my tone, my style of writing, the words which I use, everything to the nearest. Again, I'm not saying it will be exactly the same, but it will be to the nearest, and you can keep on refining till the time you feel that it is nearest to it. It won't happen in one iteration, mind it. It will take multiple iterations, multiple inputs, so that you reach your desired output. And I said, there is no point output. It will be a range always. You need to find which range is fitting you the best as an output which you are looking for. Right? So I can go n number, but I have, stopped here because, the time is already, we have crossed 9 p.m. And I wanted to show you the power and the examples. Don't worry at all. You just need to define and refine as an iteration process and keep doing. That is all.
Just now rhymed, define and refine.
Yes.
See, my
Define.
antennas tune up for it.
Yes. So any questions? How did you find it? And any questions I'll be able to take immediately. Yes, Taiba, you're saying something.
I'm saying that can we get the sheet because it will help us, get that
The prompt sheet
started with the prompts and all of that.
Yeah, I can share.
17 prompts.
Yes.
Yeah.
So again, I
If you can
sat
share-
down to write it. Yeah, it's not like
If you can share in the group, then it will be easy for us to practice or refine ours also as well based on.
Actually, earlier I had started writing big prompts, but I was confused that will this ChatGPT understand or not. But now I think I had, because at that point of time I was working very deeply with storytelling, so I've written this big storytelling prompts, and they were really good. So I'm going to go back to the old prompts also and gather these ones. So I think that this will create a good fusion.
तो आपके पास भंडार होगा.
I mean, I tried a lot before, so.
Taiba का भंडार.
Yeah.
Puneet, how are you?
One more thing I want to ask.
Yes,
ये
sir.
जो ChatGPT के जो इमोजीज आते हैं, उससे भी पता चल जाता है कि ये कंटेंट चैट जीपीटी से कॉपी पेस्ट
बिल्कुल
करते
बिल्कुल
करके,
आता
तो
है।
उसको हटा के डालेंगे तो अच्छा रहेगा या उसके साथ में डालेंगे तो अच्छा
अब
रहेगा?
डालो ना उसमें, आउटपुट में, इनपुट में डालो ना, डोंट यूज इमोजीज,
ओके
वो आपको अपने आप हटा देगा, क्यों मैन्युअली करना है? दैट इज द ब्यूटी.
ओके
You ask it that I don't want emojis to be put it as an output, it will remove it.
उसको बोलिएगा चैट जीपीटी जी निकालो इमोजी.
Yeah,
There was a button saying regenerate.
yeah. Regenerate means it will give an alternate solution to the input which you have given.
Okay.
Regenerate
Right.
How
means
is it different from
Right.
refine?
refine is like you are not adding any other input to it. It is ChatGPT which is giving you an alternate solution to the input which you have given. Regenerate means regenerate the response of the same input.
Refining is
Refining-
putting additional input to refine it.
Yes,
Regenerating it, alternative solution.
yes.
You just say refine also, it will refine the same thing that you have written.
But
Refine
it
it
won't
with some
consider
inputs.
anything. Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Very nice.
So in the prompt itself, then you say refined with
Ah.
no emojis or refined with no
Yes.
emojis or something.
Yes,
like that.
yes. You got it. You got it. No.
And when I say regenerate, it gives me the same thing with a different language. I mean,
Yes.
different vocabulary and
Yes,
different.
yes.
Okay.
Correct. Thank you. Yes,
Great.
राहुल, आप कुछ कह रहे थे? राहुल, वेंकट.
ये डेफिनेटली हमको हेल्प करेगा. अभी बहुत सारा टाइम जाता था, तो ऑब्वियसली आपने सबसे पहले बोल दिया टाइम के लिए नहीं है, बट ऑब्वियसली कहीं ना कहीं थोड़ा हमारा एग्जैक्ट आइडिया आज का दिन का पोस्ट कौन से टॉपिक पे चाहिए, बाकी सब तो एक बार प्रॉम्प्ट, ये 16 प्रॉम्प्ट एक बार हम लोग ऊपर डाल दिया, वो चैट नीचे जाते रहेगा. आज का टॉपिक हमको सिर्फ ऐड करते जाना है, वही चैट कंटिन्यू जाएगा. राइट? एवरी डे
It should be your language. See, ये जो मैंने लिखा है, this is my language.
आई नो
You have to
दैट आई
create your
अंडरस्टैंड.
own language, right? Otherwise, people
Yes.
will make out this is not Rahul.
नहीं, वो तो ऑब्वियसली वो तो करेंगे ही, जैसे आपने बोला वो हिसाब से ही करेंगे. मैं जस्ट ये पूछ रहा था, पहले 16-17 जो प्रॉम्प्ट्स आपके हैं, मैंने सपोज कल के पोस्ट के लिए ये 17 प्रॉम्प्ट्स यूज किए. डे आफ्टर टुमारो अगेन आई डोंट नीड टू यूज ऑल दीज 17 प्रॉम्प्ट्स. ओनली उसी दिन का एक सब्जेक्ट या उस दिन का क्या टॉपिक है मेरा, उतना ही डाल दो तो उसका आइडिया आ जाएगा. तो टाइम अगेन रोज वो टाइम वेस्ट भी नहीं होगा.
हाँ, obviously. मतलब आप इसको जितना अच्छे से यूज
सबसे
करोगे.
हाँ, अच्छा चीज क्या हुआ, मुझे पता ही नहीं चला कि एक ही चैट यूज करना चाहिए. आई मतलब मेरे तो बहुत सारे चैट्स अलग अलग यूज करता था मैं. दिस इज ऑल्सो गुड न्यू थिंग फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस.
बैठ के साथ में गप्पे मारते हैं ना, तो एक ही साथ खत्म करना है. कल
हाँ.
खत्म कंटिन्यू करेंगे तो टॉपिक ही बदल जाएगा.
हाँ.
So how do you rate it and how do you find
Hello.
this? I
5
spent
out
a
of
lot of
5.
time doing it. Yes, I did a lot of, on my own, trying multiple prompts so that whenever I do a live example with you guys, you get the best and you see the difference how it is. तो मैं टाइम लगाता हूँ और मेरे को लगता है अच्छा कि चलो I'm literally adding value. That is my level of satisfaction and I hope it was worth your time.
Yes.
Definitely. I mean, yeah, Rahul, please go ahead.
Shubham is saying something.
Yeah.
Rahul is saying.
I would like to say, because I was using ChatGPT, I think for I think 5-6 months, not less. But after today's session, I could understand the real power of ChatGPT. I was using it, but it is so powerful. I never imagined, and the way we can bring the best out of it. I would say, I think this is what I've learned today, and it's excellent.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Same.
So much.
I felt I was also using it for all my presentations, for my corporate trainings. I would take matter from there and then put it and then refine it on my own with my knowledge. यही रिफाइन करेगा तो it becomes fractional distillation, तो आसान हो जाएगा भी.
Yeah, that's the power.
So I
when
think वेंकट के लिए
Yes.
बोलिए.
वेंकट के लिए काम आ जाएगा. चैट जीपीटी का एप्लीकेशन बनाना है अभी.
Nice.
बता दूंगा सर. अभी खाना खाना है, खाना खाने के बाद कर दूंगा. उसको लिए मुझे ज्यादा टाइम नहीं लगेगा. I am as fast as ChatGPT in abbreviations.
Yeah. Yes, Puneet, you were saying something? Please go ahead.
I had a short question to ask.
Yeah.
तो बीच में चैट जीपीटी से कुछ कंटेंट में जनरेट कर रहा था फॉर लिंक्डइन कंटेंट क्रिएशन। तो कुछ टॉपिक जैसे जनरेट किए ना, आफ्टर क्रिएटिंग 5 to 6 पोस्ट एक रियलाइजेशन हुआ, जैसे एग्जाम में हम लिखते थे ना 4 पॉइंट अगर एक आंसर में लिखे तो दूसरे आंसर में वही घुमा फिरा के लिख दिया, तो ऐसे कर रहा था चैट जीपीटी। तो हाउ डू वी काउंटर दैट चैलेंज, अगर आप पॉइंट समझे मेरा?
Yeah, you need to change the input, Puneet, और कुछ नहीं करना है. See, if you're given something, you need to refine that with little iterations. You say that, I don't want to use this one, or I want a different format of it, or I want some more things added to it. So depending upon what you want exactly, so ChatGPT will produce it. You just need to refine, iterate. Iteration is the right word. Numerical analysis was a paper in our engineering, I think you must be knowing. There used to be 20 iterations done for one particular answer. करते रहते थे calculator पे, करते रहते थे.
That was my least favorite subject.
And I loved it because I'm very good at calculations and maths. तो मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता था.
Numerical analysis, because I think maybe the lecturer made it very boring. Otherwise, it's an interesting subject.
Yeah, it's a very interesting subject. Yeah. So Puneet, you just need to give multiple inputs to refine that. और कोई इसमें वो नहीं है.
तो ऐसे कि हमें बिजनेस एप्लीकेशन फाइनली पता चली चैट जीपीटी की. सो दैट वाज द बेस्ट पार्ट, नोइंग द बिजनेस एप्लीकेशन, एंड वी रियली वेंट इन डेप्थ. वी स्टार्टेड आई यूज द वर्ड असिस्टेंट, and now we are actually using it like a virtual assistant to assist us in our content creation like a pro.
No,
So
assistant nahi hai, he said collaborator.
Collaborator.
I mean, I wanted to say that only. Assistant in the sense जैसे कि virtual VAs होते हैं ना, they're there, you tell them, okay, they're also collaborating in that sense. Yeah, collaboration is the key. But yeah, essence हमारा अपना होना चाहिए, definitely.
Yes, Shubham.
Yeah, like initially you said the same thing, like input, processes and output. Input is the research. So यहाँ पे हम research क्या कर रहे हैं? मतलब, see, I understood the writing and the text part, but how is the research part related here?
Research, आपका जो output है, आप content क्यों बना रहे हो? Why are you creating that content? What content your audience would be looking for? What they are engaging with the most? That comes under the research part. You cannot just start content from anywhere.
Okay. The prompts, research the prompts, how to write the prompts, what to write on the prompt, how to put it. कितना 17 prompts, 20 prompts, one prompt.
4 में भी कर सकते हो, 50 में भी कर सकते हो, उसका कोई लिमिट नहीं है.
हो जाएगा.
एक में भी हो जाएगा. That depends upon research. It comes into play when you understand what your audience is looking for. वो क्या मांग रहा है, उसके हिसाब से आप क्या लिखोगे. That becomes the part of the research. यहाँ तो क्या हो रहा है? Refinement हो रहा है ना. We are only refining the content. ChatGPT is not going to give you something on its own unless and until you define and refine. That was the right word which we, Venkat was also saying. Define and refine, yes.
So yeah, research ka, the another word is outcome. Is it that what the outcome that my clients are looking for? Is it the same thing?
Yes, because you are going to showcase this outcome to your audience only, right? Correct, so the research should be in sync with the outcome. That is what the purpose is.
It's like define and refine every line to make the content very fine.
Yes. Nice. Yes, Divya is late, but how are you doing, Divya?
Okay, guys, thank you so much, Alokji.
Yes.
I'll take leave here. The rest of you can continue.
Thank you so much, everyone. Even I have to go. Thank you.
I'd request one thing from all of you. This is already getting streamed in my Facebook group. If you can just put a few takeaways and the feeling what you have after this training, please do that. I think that will help others as well if you want to go and do that. So that would be my only request. And thank you so much for.
Just one thing before everybody goes. Taiba, you didn't do your photo session.
I did it. I posted it in the group.
ये वाला इसका भी
I posted it in between. I have already posted it in the learning group itself.
Okay, मुझे पता ही नहीं चला.
Okay.
कर लेते हो.
I did it because I know this is in the moment. ये सारी चीजें in the moment करनी चाहिए. So I just while Alok was starting, तभी से मैंने फोटो खींची. बीच में जो फोटोज हुई, ग्रुप वाली फोटोज भी ले ली. And ये अभी लास्ट में जो लास्ट में अभी few people have joined. Everyone
very
can give a thumbs up.
करेक्ट
Okay.
करेक्ट थैंक यू सो मच आई रियली लाइक्ड इट मुझे लग रहा था कहीं बोरिंग ना हो जाए आप लोगों के लिए सो
हाँ.
मैं एक्चुअली रोक लिया अपने आप को 15-16 जब प्रॉम्प्ट और मैंने कहा यार कुछ ज्यादा हो जाएगा सो मैंने अपने आप को रोक लिया अदरवाइज आई कुड हैव रिफाइंड इट इवन और डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द लिमिटेशन ऑफ द टाइम व्हिच एवरीवन हैज so literally it was my pleasure talking and spreading this
We can
knowledge
do something like this. We can do an extension of this in the next time if you want. And
yes
everyone.
maybe it can be done yes definitely I'm open for it thank you so much guys take care do
Okay,
good
bye. Good night.
you.
See you on next
Thank you
tomorrow
so much.
session. Bye.
Thank you. Thank
Bye-bye.
you so much. Bye bye.
Bye.
I was
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.
Bye Puneet take care